I think this farce has gone on for long enough. Don't bother coming back to the house anymore. There's no place for you here. Oh, and don't worry about your stuff. We did you the favor of putting it all out on the curb for you. Jessica's just as happy as I am that we're finally kicking you out, by the way. She said she got tired of having to smell your old lady perfume every time you walked by.
What? Hold on, what are you saying, Joseph? This is the first time you've texted me since... Good grief, you've never texted me since I got this new phone a few years ago. You don't even talk to me at home except to complain about something. And now out of the blue, you're telling me that you threw away all of my things? What's going on?
Are you really so senile that you still don't get it? We cleared out your room. It's ours now. I don't see why you would have any problem with that. It's not like you had anything important in there. You're not welcome in this house anymore, so never darken our doorstep again. If you even set so much as one toe on my property, I'll have you arrested for trespassing.
Joseph, what's gotten into you? Why are you all of a sudden kicking me out of the house?
Don't fool yourself. You know this isn't sudden at all. Like, don't tell me you didn't notice the fact that neither me or Jessica have said more than a few words to you in the last 20 years. I'm surprised you lasted this long, to be honest. I expected you to run away from home crying like a little girl years ago. But it seems like you just won't take the hint, so we decided that we had to step things up a notch. Seriously, do we need to put up a neon sign on the front lawn saying no old women allowed?
Trust me, I was most certainly aware that you and Jessica were doing your best to pretend I was invisible. But in spite of that, we all sat down at the table to eat dinner every night. We were still together, so we were still a family.
Oh my God, Leanne! I was joking when I called you senile earlier, but I think you might actually be going into early onset dementia. I guess that would explain a lot of things, come to think of it. Like, the only way you'd be able to put up with the way we were treating you is if you forgot about it all a few minutes later.
I was always under the impression that we might not put it into words very often, but that we were still getting along fine. There are a lot of different ways to show love, and since you hadn't told me otherwise, I thought you still loved me. I guess I was the only person who felt that way, though. Was I wrong to think that way, Joseph?
Of course you were! I can't believe this! You actually thought I loved you all these years? I mean, it's been a bit easier for the last few years since you've been spending most of your time at work. Having even a few hours each day when I can relax at home without you around is seriously refreshing. But then at the end of the day, you always have to ruin everything by coming home. I'm tired of having my pleasant evenings interrupted by your obnoxious presence. So don't ever come home again.
I see. So that's the way you've really felt about me?
Yeah, duh. You really didn't notice? It took 20 years of treating you like the plague for you to realize that?
Regardless of how you've been treating me, I always felt like you needed me around. And for my part, I never felt like living with you was unpleasant or burdensome, so I was fine with it. But now I see that the two of you were not.
Well, I'm glad you were able to learn something today. We're tired of putting up with you, and it ends tonight. Every single thing of yours in this house is now out on the curb. If you want to save it, I suggest you pick it up before the garbage trucks get here.
All right then, Joseph. If that's what you want, I'll leave. I don't feel much like being with someone who treats and talks about me so terribly. I wanted to avoid this if possible, but there's no way around it now. We're getting divorced.
Divorce? Don't make me laugh. You're not going to divorce me. Get real. What's going to happen to you without me, huh? You think there are any guys out there willing to marry you other than me?
Honestly, no, I don't imagine there are. But what of it? You've thrown away all my things and forbade me from entering the house again. Are you saying that I'm not welcome in your house or your life, but that I have to stay married to you in spite of that? You think I'm afraid of being single? Because I'm not.
I know you're afraid of being single.
Well, I'm about to prove you wrong. You remember that time several years ago when you left a signed stack of divorce papers on my desk? I still have them, and now that I know your true intentions, I'm going to sign them too.
Don't you mean had them? I threw away all your stuff. Right now, those papers are in the middle of a massive pile of your things out next to the road. You'll never find them.
Quite the contrary, those divorce papers are safe and sound in my office. I never expected you would do something so insane as throw my belongings outside without my permission. But I kept things that were most important to me out of your reach, just in case.
Are you serious? You kept them in your office at work? I thought you said you were fine with staying married to me. If that's true, why did you keep them?
I considered them to be my insurance policy. I may be nothing but a dense, senile old woman to you, but I have enough sense in this thick skull of mine to know that I should always have a plan B. And it looks like I was right to do so. Now that I don't need your signature, I can divorce you whenever I please.
I may not be much of a poker player, but I know a bluff when I see one. And you are bluffing big time. There's no way you're actually gonna divorce me. You lucked out big time when you were able to lock down a guy like me as your husband. You know that and I know that. So I know that there's no way you would do anything as self-destructive as walking away from the only man who would ever give you the time of day. The best thing for you to do right now is just walk away quietly. Really, that's all I want you to do. Just get out of my life. Oh, but before you do that, come and do something about the pile of your trash in my front yard. It's a bit of an eyesore.
You really think you're better than me, don't you, Joseph?
I don't think I'm better than you. I know that you're a lousy, good-for-nothing old woman who can't live without me.
And you, Joseph, what would you do without me?
Let's think about that for a second, shall we? All you do every day is get up, go to work, come home, do the housework, eat, sleep, rinse, and repeat. So what exactly about my life is going to change with you out of the picture? Absolutely nothing, that's what. I don't need you for anything. Go ahead, live wherever you want, do whatever you want, just don't ever come back around here again.
As you wish. I'm sorry things turned out like this between us. Goodbye. Hi there, Melanie. I'm sorry to message you out of the blue like this, but there's something I need to tell you. Do you have a moment to talk? Leanne! Oh, it's so nice to hear from you. Oh, yes, I've got time. I'm currently at the hospital visiting my husband. He's been doing much better lately, so I've been coming to visit more often and staying longer. By the way, if you ever got a moment, would you mind terribly coming by to see him? He says he would love to get the chance to chat with you again. Well, it's wonderful to hear that he's feeling better. Sure, I'd love to come and see him. Once things have calmed down for me a bit, I'll come visit as soon as I can. Thank you so much, dear. Do let me know when you're coming, will you? I'd like to see you as well. Oh, but I'm sorry, you had something to tell me, didn't you? What is it, dear? Go right ahead. The truth is that your son and I just got divorced yesterday. What? You did? Oh no, what did that fool son of mine do to you this time? It's kind of a long story. It was a bit of a slow build-up, and then everything happened all at once. I've put up with a lot in the past, but after this, I don't think it's going to work out between me and Joseph. You poor thing! I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you. I'm here for you, Leanne. Go ahead and tell me everything that happened. Thanks, Melanie. You and your husband have done so much to help me out over the years. just for things to end up in such an unfortunate way. I'm so sorry that I couldn't do anything to prevent this from happening. Oh no, don't tell me that you've been putting up with them all this time for our sakes. Well, kinda. But I really do feel like I owe a huge debt of gratitude to you and your husband. And it's not really that I was putting up with them for you. It's just that once I divorced Joseph, then I would lose my connection to you. Oh, Leanne, you don't need to worry about that. You've got it all entirely backwards. We're incredibly grateful to you, too. You did us the favor of taking that selfish, pompous son of ours off our hands. I don't know if that boy would have ever gotten married if not for you. All that we wanted was for the two of you to be happy with one another. But if you're saying that you need to divorce him, then there must be some very good reason behind it. We should have been more active in asking you how things were going. We always knew how afraid you were of causing trouble for us. I'm sorry we didn't notice how bad things were until now. No, please don't feel bad. It's my fault entirely. I just couldn't let go of my foolish pride. I thought that divorcing him would mean I was giving up. But after what happened yesterday, I came to realize that sometimes walking away is the best thing for everyone. That's why I wanted to get the chance to say my goodbyes to you and your husband. Oh, goodness gracious, Leanne, don't talk like that. We don't need to say goodbye. But I'm just your daughter-in-law. To us, you're more than that. We consider you every bit our daughter. You're a part of our lives and our family no matter what happens between you and Joseph. Even if you divorce him, my husband and I will always think of you as our daughter. You really feel that strongly about me? How could we not? We're the ones who are in your debt. If you think you owe it to us to stay with Joseph, then you're dearly mistaken. Your life is your own, Leanne, and you shouldn't let anyone take it away from you. Go ahead and live your life the way that you think is best. And if there's ever anything that we can do to help you, never hesitate to let us know. Thank you so much, Melanie. How many times do I have to tell you, dear, you can call me Mom? Thanks, Mom. That's more like it. What happens between you and Joseph is entirely your business, and we won't try to pressure you in any direction. If you want to talk, though, I'll always be here to listen. You know, I might just take you up on that. I think there are a lot of things we should talk about. If it's all right with you, could I head over to see you right now?
What did you do, Leanne? I just got a letter in the mail. It says it's from your lawyer and that we have until the end of the month to move out of the house. You sold my house? You had no right to do that.
Actually, Joseph, I have every legal and moral right to do so. We are divorced, aren't we? And that house was never your house. I'm the one who bought it. It's mine. You didn't really think that I was going to let you keep living there free of charge after we divorced, did you? If you did, then wow, I have a feeling you might be the one going into early onset dementia.
Wait a second. You're joking, right? You actually divorced me?
I don't have the slightest clue why you would be shocked about that. I mean, did you actually think I wasn't going to? You and our daughter have been intentionally ignoring me for the last 20 years. And just a few days ago, you threw all of my stuff out onto the curb, kicked me out of the house, and told me never to come around there again. Did you think I was just going to let all that slide and stay married to you?
But, think about it. What are you going to do if you become single again at your age? There's no way any other guy is going to be willing to marry you. You're used goods.
Yeah, I know, and? There's more to life than being married, you know. Sure, most of the people in our circle of friends are married. All of them seem to be pretty happy with the path they took in life, too. But there are also plenty of single people we know who are getting just as much out of life. Some of those single people are divorced, too, and that doesn't seem to be having too much of an impact on how much they're enjoying life. So I think that even in the somewhat likely event I don't get remarried after you, it's not the end of the world. At the very least, I can say that being single for the rest of my life would be far better than spending the rest of it with a complete loser.
Complete loser? You're not talking about me, are you?
Is that a serious question? Who else would I be referring to? You seem to have been under the impression that you had the upper hand in our relationship. But the truth is that I was the one who was holding back on divorcing you. In ordinary circumstances, I would have kicked you to the curb years ago. And hindsight is 20/20, but knowing what I do now, I probably should have.
Excuse me? I'm the one who settled for marrying an older woman like you. I gave you the trophy husband that you always wanted.
Seriously, Joseph? Trophy husband? Get a grip. If you were any kind of trophy, you'd be a participation trophy.
Hey! Is that the thanks I get for allowing you to live with me for all these years?
Oh, it was a great privilege indeed, Joseph. Thank you so much for allowing me to pay all of our bills by myself. Oh, and it was especially kind of you to allow me to pay for our daughter's college education, too. You're totally right. It was wonderful having a trophy husband who has practically no redeeming qualities whatsoever. I mean, I guess you're slightly above average in looks, but other than that, there's nothing special about you at all. In any case, I am walking away from my old life and having a great time as I embark on a brand new journey.
I don't believe it! You're actually serious? Where did this attitude of yours come from anyway? You've never talked to me like this before. If that's how you really feel, then explain why you stayed with me for this long.
Why did I stay? Well, there are a few reasons. The first would be that I simply wanted to believe that there was love between the two of us.
What? Oh my God! You really are going senile, aren't you? I've barely spoken to you in the last 20 years. What would give you the impression that a man who won't even speak to you actually loves you?
You're right, we haven't had as many conversations lately as we used to. But that wasn't really a problem for me in particular. I was renting my own office space outside of the house to work in, so that actually worked to my benefit. I could give my all at the office during the day, then come home to peace and quiet at night. All I needed to do was keep the house somewhat clean and everything was golden. And you guys hardly ever complained about anything either, so I figured things were going well. Whether that's because you didn't want to talk to me or you simply didn't have much to complain about, I can't be sure though. But speaking of which, I don't think I've ever seen either of you so much as wash a single plate in all the time we've been together. How is the house looking right about now? I hope you haven't made too big of a mess.
Well, that's none of your concern. You don't live here anymore anyway.
Maybe not, but it's still my house.
Yeah, I forgot about that, but I never expected that you'd really follow through on your threat to divorce me.
You seriously underestimated me. While you were ignoring me for 20 years, I wasn't just sulking in sorrow. I was working, cooking, cleaning, living my life like normal, mostly by myself. Now think, in all that time, did I ever ask you for help with anything?
Hold on a sec, let me try to remember.
Don't bother, because I never asked you for help. Meanwhile, you were completely reliant on me for just about every aspect of our lives. That means that me leaving is going to have a far bigger impact on you than it will on me.
That's not true. But even if it were true, that still wouldn't justify you taking my house away from me.
Maybe not, but you kicking me out certainly did. I have no reason to continue owning a house that I'm unable to live in. You did this to yourself.
I don't see it that way. But where do you get off divorcing me just because you found out I didn't love you anymore? You had no problems with putting on a happy face and dealing with it up until now. What gives?
I could ask you the same question. You pretended to love me until you didn't feel like it anymore. By the time I caught on, you had already wasted away my youthful years. That cost me any chance I may have had of getting remarried to someone who actually cared about me.
Hey, it's not my fault that you were lost in some fantasy about me wanting to be all lovey-dovey with you. What about the time you got sick, huh? I didn't divorce you then, even though I could have. While you were in and out of the hospital for days and weeks at a time, I was taking care of Jessica all by myself. You owe me for that.
Jessica was 13 when I got sick. She was more than capable of taking care of herself. And you barely did anything for her during that time. You were always going out to eat by yourself and leaving Jessica to fend for herself. Your mom was the one who ended up doing most of the cooking and cleaning for you. So if there's anyone I owe a debt of gratitude to, it's your mother, not you.
Okay, well, you would never have met my mother if you hadn't married me. Ha! You see, all the best things in your life are thanks to me. So it's like I said after all, you have no right to kick us out of the house.
You want to talk about the time I was sick? Okay. While I was in the hospital, did you or Jessica ever once come to visit me? No, you didn't. Your mother and father, however, were regularly stopping by to keep me company. By the way, I also know what you did to Jessica. You told her that I was the one who was causing all the problems for our family. Thanks to you, she thinks that you're some sort of superhero while I'm just a worthless parasite. But you did what you had to do, I guess. If you didn't paint me out to be the bad guy, she would have noticed what a jerk you were.
All I told her was the truth. If we didn't have to pay for your medical bills, we'd be able to have a way better lifestyle than we do now.
Right you are, Joseph. Do you know what would also enable us to have a much better lifestyle? If you would actually hold down a job for more than a week at a time.
What are you talking about? I've been going to work every day of the week for our whole marriage.
I thought we had already covered the fact that I'm not an idiot. I know that you haven't actually been going to work.
You're lying. You got no proof of that.
Okay, what about the fact that I handle all the family's finances and can see exactly when your paychecks were deposited into our account? Sometimes you would go for entire months at a time without receiving a single paycheck, all while you were still going to work every day. Would you mind explaining that?
I was getting paid under the table. That way we can avoid having to pay income taxes. You're lucky you have such a streetwise man around the house.
Oh, I see. Then what did you do with the money?
What do you mean? I used it for, family stuff.
For example?
What, am I supposed to remember every single thing I ever spent my money on?
Just one example would be nice. But I know for a fact you haven't been paying any of our bills. Utilities, property taxes, groceries, internet, cell phones, the mortgage. I've made every single payment out of my own paycheck. So, Mr. Reliable Family Man, where have you been spending the money you've earned?
I don't have to answer anything you ask me. What I do with my money is my business.
You're right, sort of. It doesn't really matter anymore. I already know what you've been spending it on. Anyway, it's a fact that you haven't contributed at all to the family's bottom line, or even done any housework to speak of. Meanwhile, I've been doing both, while also giving you two all of the love that a mother and wife should. I can honestly say that the only reason I was able to make it this long was because of the support your parents gave me. I lost my parents back when I was in college, so I had missed out on that sort of parent-child relationship until I married you. It didn't matter to me that we weren't related by blood. All that mattered was that they loved me unconditionally for who I was, and that meant the world to me. Which brings me to the second and most important reason I didn't divorce you sooner. I didn't want to lose my relationship with your parents.
Is that right? Well, sucks for you. Now that we're divorced, you're never gonna have a relationship with them again. Looks like I need to work my persuasive magic on them just like I did with Jessica. I'll tell them that you were the one who abandoned me. I might even throw in that you were cheating on me. They'll hate you for sure.
Don't waste your time. I already explained the situation to them myself.
You did?
That's right. I told them exactly why I divorced you, including you kicking me out of the house as well as ignoring me for the last 20 years. Your parents are very sensible people, unlike you, so they could tell that you were the one in the wrong. And guess what else? Your mother told me personally that she will always think of me as her daughter, no matter what happens between us. On the other hand, they are furious with you.
What? But why?
Remember a little bit ago when I said I knew what you were spending all your money on? I misspoke. It's not what, but who.
Wait, you mean...
Yes, Joseph, I know about Selena. She is old enough to be your daughter, you creepy old geezer. And the reason you kicked me out of the house was so you could make room for her to move in. I've known about her for quite some time, but I held my tongue for the same 2 reasons I gave you earlier. But I don't need to hold my tongue anymore. Your parents have given me their blessing to do with you what I will.
Hey, let's back up 1 second. Selena? I have no idea who that is.
Don't bother playing dumb. I have all the evidence I need, all locked up in my office where you can't touch it.
Okay, can we talk about this?
Sorry, Joseph, but I'm not interested in anything you have to say. Now that I know my relationship with your parents is safe, I'm done with you. I'll see you in court. After that, Joseph kept begging me for a chance to come and apologize to me. He knew that if I found out he was spending my money on his mistress, I could sue him to get it back. But I didn't need or want an apology from him. All I want is that he gives me what's rightfully mine. It turns out that Joseph never visited his dad once while he was in the hospital, just like he did with me. That, combined with the revelation of his emotional abuse and infidelity, led his parents to a quite radical conclusion. They wrote Joseph out of their will. This was quite the blow to Joseph, as he had been counting on receiving a sizable inheritance from them. So what will they do with their fortune? I assumed they would donate it to charity, but they decided to leave it to me instead. I felt guilty accepting that, but they were insistent. So now, even after Joseph and I divorced, I still visit them regularly. When I'm with them, it feels like the wounds from the loss of my birth parents are starting to heal. I hope to spend as much time with them as possible to repay them for the kindness they've shown to me. Hey, wait a minute. What the hell is going on? I just saw Amber. Why is she here? Why is she with you?
What do you mean, why? You're giving birth. She wanted to come see it.
What? Why would she come? I haven't seen Amber since we graduated from college. I haven't talked to her in years. I really don't want her, or anyone really, watching me give birth. This is personal.
Oh, come on, what's the big deal? It's not embarrassing or anything. Giving birth is this incredible, mystical experience. You should be proud, not shy.
That's not the point, and you know it. Just anyone, it's Amber. She's your ex-girlfriend.
So what? That's what makes it funny. Imagine looking back on this years later and laughing about it.
Laughing about it?
Yeah, just picture it. Oh, remember that time you gave birth and my ex was there in the delivery room? Classic story.
Are you out of your mind?
Hey, relax. We're both here to support you. I figured the more the merrier. Let's be real. Our kid is kinda her kid too, right?
Excuse me?
Well, in a way. I mean, I used to date her, so technically it's like full circle, right? Like a weird family reunion?
I swear to God, when I am out of this bed, you are going to regret this.
Oh, come on, just focus on pushing that baby out. No need to get so worked up.
If looks could kill, you'd be dead.
Hey, I'm just saying I'm standing right here cheering you on. A little gratitude wouldn't hurt.
Get out now.
Oh man, this is gonna make for an amazing video. Hey, you know, prank videos are trending among young people these days. If I do this right, I might actually make some real money.
Excuse me? What exactly do you think you're doing? Do you even realize what you're saying? I just gave birth to your child, and you're telling me you're going to use it as content for some stupid online prank?
Jeez, don't be so dramatic. It's not like I'm doing anything bad. I'll blur out the baby's face. It's not a big deal. People online love shocking content. If you just loosen up a little, you'd get it. Even Amber thought it was hilarious. She said this is the kind of thing that'll go viral instantly.
Are you serious right now? You're telling me your ex-girlfriend thinks my childbirth is hilarious?
Yeah, and you know what? The fact that we got kicked out of the hospital is just the cherry on top. That's gonna make the video even better. People eat up that kind of drama.
All right, then tell me, what were you planning on titling this masterpiece of yours?
Oh, that's easy. Watching my wife give birth with my ex-girlfriend, LOL.
You're kidding.
Nope. I guarantee this is gonna be huge. I mean, come on, it's pure gold, it's funny, it's unexpected, and it's got just the right amount of chaos. This could be the thing that finally turns everything around for me.
Turns everything around? Oh, I get it now. This is about your debt, isn't it? You're hoping that going viral will somehow fix the giant mess you've made gambling, huh?
Damn right, I'm a father now, aren't I? I gotta start making real money. You should be happy about this. If I start raking in the cash, it's gonna benefit you and the kid too.
You know what would actually make me happy? If you made money in a respectable way. Not by humiliating me and turning my labor into a joke for strangers to laugh at.
Hey, I do have a real job, all right? I work for a real estate agency, but do you see any money rolling in? No, because this economy is total garbage. Bust my ass every day and it still isn't enough. What do you expect me to do?
Oh, give me a break. You're broke because you gambled everything away. That has nothing to do with the economy. That's just you being reckless and selfish.
You think I wanted to get into gambling? I didn't have a choice. When you're drowning, you'll grab onto anything that might keep you afloat.
Wow, you actually think that's an excuse? Unreal. And now you're trying to drag me and our child into your mess by filming my labor like it's some kind of reality show.
Oh my God, you're so uptight. It's just a joke. It's entertainment. People will laugh and we'll make money. Why do you have to suck the fun out of everything?
Maybe because giving birth isn't supposed to be fun for random strangers on the internet. Maybe because you, of all people, should have been there for me instead of bringing your ex-girlfriend along for the ride.
Ugh, not this again. It's just Amber. Why are you so worked up about it? We're friends now. There's nothing between us anymore. You're being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. I am tired. I am exhausted. I just brought your child into this world, and you can't even pretend to take that seriously. You're standing here acting like some dumb video is more important than what just happened.
Jesus, chill out. It's not like you had to do it alone. I was right there the whole time. You should be grateful I showed up at all.
Grateful? Grateful? You think I should be grateful that you waltzed in here with your ex-girlfriend like this is some kind of circus act? That you laughed and filmed while I was in agony? Are you even hearing yourself?
Oh, come on. It's not like I was the only one laughing. Amber thought it was funny, too.
Amber thought it was funny. Wow, that's your defense? Your ex-girlfriend thought my childbirth was entertaining?
Yeah, because she actually has a sense of humor, unlike you. You're acting like this is some massive betrayal or something.
It is a betrayal. This was supposed to be an intimate moment for us, not a damn joke for you and Amber to bond over.
Man, Amber was so right about you.
What did she say?
She said you haven't changed one bit, that you're still just as stuck up and self-righteous as you were in college.
Of course she did. And you agreed, didn't you?
Damn right I did. You're exactly the same as back then, always the fun police. Always ruining things for everyone. You remember that time in college when you ratted us out to the professor?
Are you seriously bringing that up now?
Yeah, because it proves my point. We were just messing around and you ran straight to the professor like some goody two-shoes snitch.
You tried to slash his tires. That's not messing around. That's a crime.
It was just a prank.
You put nails under his tires.
And you told on us. You could have just kept your mouth shut.
I wasn't going to sit there and let you destroy someone's car. What was I supposed to do? Let it happen?
You could have looked the other way, but no, you just had to act all high and mighty.
Oh my God, do you even hear yourself? You're acting like you're the victim because I stopped you from committing a felony.
It wasn't that serious.
You know what? I don't have the energy for this. Do whatever you want. Upload your stupid video. Humiliate me. I don't care anymore.
Glad you're finally seeing reason. Anyway, I gotta go drop Amber off.
What?
Your parents are here visiting, right? So I'll let them keep you company while I take Amber home.
You are unbelievable.
Oh, and I gotta start editing the video, too. Can't waste time. Gotta strike while the iron is hot.
Hey, Amber, explain this to me right now. Look, I swear I didn't know anything. Davis just called me out of nowhere saying there was something funny I just had to see. Next thing I know, I'm in a hospital standing right in front of you. I had no idea you were giving birth today. So you're saying you were dragged into this against your will? That you had no clue what was happening? Exactly, I was totally blindsided. I mean, Davis told the hospital staff I was your sister just to get me in there. Your sister, Sherry, do you know how ridiculous that was? Oh, so you were against it? Funny, because from where I was lying, you seemed to be having a great time. Well, what was I supposed to do? Walk in there with a pissed off face and start yelling at him in the middle of your delivery? You were literally in labor, Sherry. I didn't know how to react. I panicked, okay? I just tried to go along with it. Right, you tried to go along with it. Because you couldn't possibly have said, Davis, this is a bad idea. Maybe we shouldn't be turning my ex-friend's childbirth into some twisted joke. I'm sorry, all right? I really am. If I knew what he was planning, I wouldn't have come. Then prove it. Because right now, Davis is planning to edit that whole scene into one of his stupid prank videos and upload it for everyone to see. Yeah, I figured as much. He's been talking about it like it's his big comeback or something. And you don't think that's a problem? I mean, he said he'd blur out our faces, so technically... Amber. Okay, yeah, it's messed up. I get it. So tell him to stop. Tell him not to post it. I already tried. He won't listen to me. He said he got your permission, so he thinks it's fine. My permission? Are you kidding me? I never gave him permission. When would I have done that between contractions? I don't know. He just told me you were cool with it. That's why I didn't push back harder. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. You're seriously telling me you're this helpless, that there's nothing you can do? Look, Davis does whatever he wants. You know that. I don't have control over him any more than you do. Amber, you're practically married to him. Yeah, and that doesn't mean I can magically make him stop being an idiot. No, but it does mean you're complicit. You knew this was happening, and instead of stopping him, you're standing here making excuses. What do you want me to do, Sherry? Yell at him? Fight with him? Say goodbye to him? I want you to actually take responsibility instead of shrugging your shoulders and acting like this is out of your hands. Fine, you want honesty? Here's honesty. Even if I told him to stop, he'd do it anyway. He'd probably just find a way to make me look bad in the process. That's how he is. That's how he's always been. You're the one who married him. Yeah, I did, and I regret it more and more every day. Wow. Look, I know you hate me, and I know you think I'm just as bad as him. Maybe I am, but I didn't plan this, and I didn't want it to happen. That's the truth. Then do something about it, because if you don't, you're just letting him get away with it. Again, just like in college. Oh, for God's sake, not this again. Yes, this again, because this is just like what happened back then. When everyone sat back and laughed while Davis went too far. That was years ago, Sherry. Let it go already. Let it go? Amber, you and Davis literally tormented a professor because you thought it was funny. It wasn't torment, it was a prank, and everyone's over it except for you. Because it wasn't just a prank. You tried to destroy the man's car. You could have gotten expelled. But we didn't, and you told the professor and he forgave us, so what's the problem? The problem is that none of you ever learned from it. You all just laughed it off, and now you're still acting like nothing has consequences. Okay, you know what? I don't need this. I came here to apologize, not to get another lecture. Right, apologize, and then do nothing. Again. You know, Davis was right. You haven't changed at all. Oh, trust me, I have. Because the old me wouldn't have wasted time arguing with you. Look, I don't know what to tell you. If you really want the video gone, take it up with Davis yourself. But I'm not getting in the middle of this. Of course you're not. I do feel bad, you know. Then prove it. But you won't. Because deep down, you don't feel bad enough to actually do anything. I have to go. Yeah, you always do.
Hey, you just had to ruin everything again, didn't you? My prank video was finally taking off and you just had to interfere.
I just voiced my opinion as the person who was humiliated in that video. Let's get one thing straight. You didn't go viral. You got flamed.
Sure, a bunch of uptight idiots are whining about it, but the fact that it's spreading means plenty of people found it entertaining. This was supposed to be my big break as a content creator, and now you've ruined it!
You're seriously blaming me for this? You humiliated me, turned my most vulnerable moment into some disgusting joke, and now that people are calling you out for it, you think I'm the problem?
Yeah, because you couldn't just shut up and go along with it. If you had laughed it off, people would have moved on, but no, you had to make it all serious and dramatic. You turned it into a scandal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I have smiled for the camera while I was lying in a hospital bed, exhausted and in pain while my husband stood there laughing with his ex-girlfriend? Is that what you wanted?
Don't be so dramatic. Childbirth isn't some tragic event. It's natural. Women have been doing it for thousands of years.
Oh, screw you. You weren't the one lying there, legs spread, pushing a baby out while a damn audience watched it like it was some reality show. You weren't the one being laughed at.
Nobody was laughing at you. They were laughing at the situation. You're the one making it humiliating by overreacting like this.
Oh, so I should just take a joke, is that it? I should just let you exploit me for clicks and pretend like it's all fine?
Exactly, that's what a supportive wife would do. Instead, you go and ruin everything again.
Unbelievable. And you really think this is your big break? You actually believe this is your path to success?
It would have been. But thanks to you, now it's just another controversy.
There was no would have been. Your name is out there now, but not in the way you wanted. You didn't go viral. You got torn apart. And the only thing people feel for you is disgust.
You don't get it. That's the beauty of the internet. Haters mean engagement. Engagement means money. As long as people are talking about me, I win.
Oh, you're delusional. You think brands are going to sponsor you after this? You think anyone's going to want to work with you? Your name is garbage now.
We'll see about that. This is just the beginning.
No, it's the end. You've made yourself unemployable. Your face is out there. Your name is out there. Your boss probably saw it. Your coworkers probably saw it. You can't just go back to your normal life after this.
Who cares? I was already planning to quit. This just speeds things up.
Oh, of course. So you're just going to throw away your job for a failed YouTube career?
It's not failed, it's just the first step. I don't need some shitty office job anyway. I was always meant for something bigger.
Bigger? You mean like the massive debt you've racked up from gambling? You think you're going to pay that off with some internet stunt?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Once I start making real money, you'll see. And then what? You'll come crawling back, begging to be part of it?
You're disgusting. You are actually disgusting.
Oh, come on, don't act all high and mighty. You're just pissed because you thought you could control me, and now you can't. Well, newsflash, you never could.
Control you? I was trying to believe in you. I was hoping you'd be a father, a husband. But I was wrong.
Fine. If that's how you feel, then we're done. We're getting a divorce.
Wow. Just like that, huh? Our child isn't even a month old and you're already running away?
Like I give a shit. That kid's yours, not mine. You can do whatever you want with it. I got my own life to live.
Did you seriously just call our baby it?
What, you expect me to act like some proud father or something? I told you I'm done with this family crap. I never wanted it in the first place.
Then why did you even stay this long? Why did you pretend to give a damn?
Because I thought I could make it work. I thought maybe you'd change. But nope, you're still the same nagging, self-righteous pain in the ass you've always been.
And you're still the same selfish, immature coward. The second things get hard, you run.
Whatever. I'll be fine without you. Better even.
And what exactly do you think you're going to do now? Your video completely backfired. You've lost any credibility you had. You think you're going to just bounce back from this?
Of course I will. This is all part of the plan. These days, controversy is just another tool for success. People know my name now. They know my face. Whether they love me or hate me, they're watching.
That's not fame. That's infamy, and there's a difference.
Oh, please, you think I care about that? Infamy pays the bills just as well as fame. Maybe even better.
Not for long. Your 15 minutes will be up soon, and when that happens, you'll be nothing.
We'll see.
We will. And when you finally hit rock bottom, when you realize you've lost everything, don't you dare come crawling back.
As if I ever would. You're the one who's gonna regret this.
The only thing I regret is ever believing in you. Hey, I saw you walking around with Amber again. What's going on? You said there was nothing between you two.
Huh? Are you seriously following me now? It was just a coincidence that we bumped into each other on the street and we talked for a bit. What's your problem? We're divorced, remember? Just leave me alone.
But you actually went into Amber's shop, didn't you? What business did you have there? It's a ladies' shop.
That shop is one of the properties we handle. I was just checking it out because of work, no big deal.
Oh, really? That's some smooth talking you've got there. Sure, the shop was part of your real estate portfolio, but isn't it funny how you just happened to run into her there?
What are you getting at?
Don't play dumb with me. You ran into her because of work, right? That's when you two got closer? And we both know you were struggling financially, so you ended up doing, well, things you shouldn't have.
What the hell are you talking about? You've been snooping around, haven't you?
I've gathered everything I need. Raising a newborn on my own was tough, but I managed. And now I'm putting the pieces together. Don't think I don't know what's going on.
Enough already. We're strangers now. Just let it go.
I can't just ignore the crimes of my ex-husband.
What? Crimes?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You and Amber teaming up for something shady. Honestly, you'd be better off just admitting it and coming clean.
Cut the crap! What the hell are you saying? I haven't committed any crime! Stop accusing me of stuff!
You went into Amber's shop today, right? You were there to pick up a client list, weren't you? You were collecting personal data from her shop and then selling it to contractors using your real estate connections to make a quick buck. That's pretty low, even for you.
What? No, I don't know anything about that! You're just making stuff up! Are you sure you're not just tired or something?
I might be tired, but the things I found are far from meaningless. Let's see what the police think about all this. You think I'm just imagining things? I've got everything lined up.
Wait, hold on! You better stop right there! You can't just try to pin this on me!
I told you I've done my homework. At first, I was just following you to gather proof of the affair, but then I found something even worse. I've got all the evidence I need, and I could show it to you piece by piece if you want. You think you're clever, but you're not as untouchable as you think.
All right, I admit it, I did cheat, okay? But this wasn't just me.
What do you mean by that?
Amber came to me with the idea. She told me there were people out there willing to buy client information and it'd bring in a good amount of cash. She asked me to help her out, so I did. It wasn't even my idea. She pushed me into it. I didn't want to do it, but she said we were both desperate.
But you agreed to it, so you're just as guilty as she is. You can't throw her under the bus to save your own skin.
Yeah, I get that, but you don't understand. Amber was desperate. She was crying, saying her mom was sick and that she needed money. What was I supposed to do? She made me feel bad, like I was the only one who could help her.
So let me get this straight. Amber had connections to these people, but instead of dealing with them herself, she came to you, the guy who can't keep his mouth shut about anything. What a joke.
I don't know. I really don't. But it wasn't all my fault, okay? I swear, I didn't think it would go this far. I didn't think we were actually crossing a line.
No. You can keep making excuses all you want, but it's too late for that. I've already told your company about everything.
What?
Yeah, I've informed them that you might be selling customer information to list brokers. They're probably going to investigate this. You'll have the chance to prove your innocence then. The investigation will clear things up, or it'll make things worse for you. Either way, this is going to blow up.
What the hell? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you crazy?
I've already done it. You'll see. You can try to talk your way out of this, but it's too late now. It's already in motion. You don't have the control anymore.
Damn it! This is going too far! I've got to fix this somehow. If it gets out, I'm finished! You have no idea what you've just done!
You really think you can just cover it up now? The truth's already out. You can't run from it anymore. How do you plan on getting out of this mess? You think your charm or your real estate connections can save you? And this is bigger than you, and Amber's no longer your shield.
You're making it worse, you know that? I'm already screwed! You just made sure it's all over now! Do you even understand what you've done? I was barely hanging on, but now? Now I don't know how I'm gonna fix this!
Look at you. You keep lying to yourself. You think you can dig yourself out of this hole? There's no going back, and you can't just blame me for everything. You knew what you were doing. If you wanted to get out of it, you should have never gotten involved in the first place.
I was just trying to survive! I didn't ask for any of this! Amber, she dragged me into this! I didn't think it would end like this. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. But now it's all falling apart. You're making sure I can't escape it.
You keep saying it's Amber's fault. You keep shifting the blame, but it's you who made the decision. You agreed to it. You followed through, so stop pretending like you had no part in it.
Fine. I admit it. I made the wrong choice. But that doesn't change anything now, does it? The damage is done, and there's nothing I can do to undo it.
I can't believe you're still trying to act like this isn't your fault. You have done so much damage already, and you're just making it worse. The best thing you can do now is face the consequences and stop trying to cover it up. This is your mess, and you've got to own it. Hey, I heard about it. You exposed everything, didn't you? Davis was all flustered about it. Yeah, I was trying to gather proof of the affair, but I ended up stumbling across something I wasn't expecting. It was worse than I thought. And once I knew I couldn't just stay quiet about it, I had to do something. I've already informed Davis's company, so they'll handle the rest. Wait, so you included me in all of this too? Of course, you two are both in this together. You're accomplices, aren't you? No, this was all Davis's doing. Huh? I didn't want to do anything, but when he told me his mother was sick, I felt bad for him. So I gave him the customer info from the shop. I felt sorry and I thought I was helping. It just happened like that. Davis told me the same thing, that it was your idea. He said his mother was sick too. That's a lie. He's the one who came to me first. It wasn't me. I wasn't the one who brought this up. If this keeps going like this, I am going to be blamed for something I didn't do. You need to do something about this. But even if he brought it up first, you agreed to it, didn't you? You made the decision to give him the information. You knew what was going on and you still decided to help him. It's not some baseless accusation. Do you have no heart at all? When someone tells you their mother is sick, you can't just ignore it. How could I turn him away when he was in distress? You think that doesn't affect someone? I thought I was being compassionate. I thought I was helping, but now you're turning this all around on me. It's like I'm the villain here. So what about all those people whose personal information was misused? What about them? Maybe their mothers are sick too, and now they're the ones getting scammed by some shady business. Do you even stop to think about how they're going to feel? What happens to them now that their information is out there? That's not our fault. It's the fault of those criminals who are buying the information. We didn't make them do anything. We were just trying to help. Oh, I see. That's how it is? You're just going to keep denying it and shift the blame. Well, I'm done with trying to argue this. I've already told you everything, but just listen to what I have to say next. What is this? It's the conversation between you and Davis at the cafe. I had planted a bug in Davis's bag. Wait, that's disgusting. Isn't that illegal? According to this recording, it sounds like both of you were eagerly planning together. There's no sign of one of you being forced or unwilling. Does it really seem like that to you? You've been like this for as long as I've known you. Because we sold personal information, it's a problem for you now, huh? That's not what this is about. It's like what happened with that professor. No one was bothering you, yet you still went and tattled. You really try and act all righteous, and it's annoying as hell. Wow, so this is your true nature, huh? After saying you were sorry and that you'd reflect? Why the hell did Davis marry a woman like you anyway? Seriously, you're the type of person I can't stand. Were you upset because you got laughed at in the delivery room? What, you think that's the worst thing you could have experienced? You're just the kind of person who's going to be made fun of anyway. That's what you get for being such a goody-goody. Are you finished? Seriously, you talk a lot for a criminal. You? I will never forgive you for this. You hear me? Do you even understand my situation? I am drowning in debt. I can't afford to hold back anymore. You think you're some kind of hero just because you uncovered a crime? This is no joke. You can't live just by spouting off ideals like that. I'm not trying to be some kind of hero. I did this because I was absolutely furious at you two. What? It's the same thing as what happened with the professor. I reported it because I hated you. I'm not some do-gooder. I did it for myself. You two humiliated me, and I thought it was about time you both got punished for it. So now you're admitting it. You're just the lowest kind of person. Do you actually enjoy doing this for your own satisfaction? I'm just like you. You can't live off ideals alone. You think I'm different from you? I'm doing what I need to survive, and so are you. What makes you think I'm going to let you get away with all this just because you act like you're better than me? Well, here's the thing. You're not the only one struggling. You don't know what it's like to have everything fall apart around you, do you? You don't have the right to act like you're the only one who's ever been through hard times. I don't need you to tell me how to live. I don't owe you any explanations. But you still need to face the truth. This isn't just about the past anymore. This is about what you've done to others, to me, and I'm not going to stand by and let it slide. I don't care about your truth. I'm sick of hearing it. Do whatever you want. You can pretend like you don't care, but you know that what I've done isn't just out of revenge. This is bigger than that. You can't keep running away from everything you've done, from everything you've covered up. And don't think I'll stop either. You'll pay for this.
You have no idea, do you? It's all your fault that my life is falling apart. Amber and I, now we're both being sued because of you.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, it's not even surprising at this point. It's exactly what I expected to happen.
And because of all this, Amber and I are sinking deeper into debt. We might not even make it out of this. We might end up losing everything.
Well, that's life. It's your problem to figure out now, isn't it?
So you don't feel even a little bit guilty about what you've done? You don't feel any responsibility for what happened to us?
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
You're serious? You really don't get it? It's because of you that everything's destroyed! My life, Amber's life, everything! We didn't deserve this. All we've done is try to move on with our lives, but you've ruined it all!
What are you even talking about? You've done plenty of awful things too. Laughing at me while I was in labor, cheating on me, selling personal info you got from work. Are you seriously going to act like you haven't all messed up here?
I know what we've done, all right? But that stuff, that's between Amber and me. You have no right to bring it up like this. It was our mess to clean up, not yours. You had no business interfering. All of this, it's all your fault.
Look, I'm done talking about this. You two are getting exactly what you deserve, and frankly, I don't care anymore. What happens to you now, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And don't think for a second you're getting away without paying the alimony. Oh, and the child support, don't forget about that.
You really are the worst. Seriously, I don't know why I even bothered. Fine, you want me to pay? Sure, I'll pay. Alimony, child support, whatever you want. But mark my words, I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna show you all. And when I do, I'll come back and I'll make you the laughing stock. You'll see. You'll regret what you did to me.
Make it big? What, now you think you're going to be some big shot?
Yeah, that's right. You see, this whole mess, it's actually worked out in my favor. I've been getting all kinds of attention online. People are sick of all the soft, lame content out there. They want something real, something raw. And my pranks, they're getting all the views. People love the chaos.
Really? So now you're a social media sensation. Oh, that's funny. You do realize there are always people like you who crave attention, right? It's the same everywhere.
Don't be stupid. You think this is just a phase? This is how you break through! I've had a prank in the delivery room and it's been seen over 1 million times. Yeah, they pulled the ads, but the attention I've gotten, that's priceless. People know my name now. People are talking about me. You can't take that away.
And that's supposed to impress me?
It's not about impressing you. It's about me showing everyone who ever doubted me that I'm here to stay. You think I won't use this? You think I'll just let this go? No way. I'm gonna ride this wave and make it to the top. And when I do, I'm gonna come back for you for everything you did to me. You think you've seen the last of me? Think again. I'm coming for you. Get ready. Ha!
Your channel's gone, though. Have you checked? It's already been deleted.
What? What do you mean? What's happening?
Didn't you see? Multiple reports were filed about your channel. You think it's just bad luck? No, it's not. That's what happens when you make garbage content that crosses the line. Your last video, the one with the burning love letter, what did you think was going to happen? You're seriously that out of touch?
You did this! You reported me, didn't you? You're the one behind all of this!
Of course I did. Do you really think I'd just sit back and let you destroy everything? Your videos are a train wreck, and they're only going to drag you down further. You didn't even blur my face, for crying out loud. You really thought you could get away with that?
Damn it! This was supposed to be my big break! I thought I finally had it!
Well, you don't. You've messed up. And now you've got to deal with the consequences. No money, no home, no future. How does it feel?
You think this is it? You think you've won? No way! I'll be back! I'll find a way to come out on top, and when I do, you'll wish you never crossed me! Just you wait! I'll make you regret this! I swear, you'll regret it!
Good luck with that. You'll need it. You're going to have a hard time climbing back up from this mess that you've made. But hey, figure it out. You're on your own now.
Hey! I know you're in there! Open the damn door! Don't think you're getting away with this. Come out here now!
What? What's going on? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me! Stop pretending like you're not home! I'm standing right outside the door, and I'm not leaving until you open it now!
I've already moved out, you know. I'm not even living there anymore.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
The place is empty. I don't live there anymore, so maybe you should stop banging on the door and wasting your time. It's not going to change anything. Just get in your car and go back where you came from.
What do you mean you moved out? Where the hell did you go? Tell me!
I'm not going to tell you. Not after everything that's happened. You think I'm going to give you any more of my information after all the threats? After everything you've done?
Huh? Wait a second. How did you know I came by car?
What are you talking about? Of course I know. You always drive around in your car every time. It's pretty obvious. You think I wouldn't notice? Now just leave already. I really don't care what happens to you at this point, whether you have a place to go or not. But you need to get the hell out of here.
You think you could just walk away from this, don't you? You're not getting off that easily. I swear you'll pay for everything. Wait, what the hell is this? My car's got a flat tire! Are you serious?
Well, that's a shame. That's real bad luck, isn't it?
You! Wait, did you do this? Did you stick a nail in my tire? There's one lodged in the rear tire! It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who did this!
No. I don't even live there anymore. How would I have done that? You're getting paranoid over nothing. You need to stop with these ridiculous accusations.
You've got to be kidding me! Who else would do something like this? Who else has any reason to screw with me?
Maybe some of the kids around the neighborhood? Who knows? They're always up to no good. But honestly, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. This isn't something to laugh off, and I am not going to just forgive you for everything that's happened between us. You think it's all some kind of joke, but you have pushed me too far. This isn't some funny prank anymore. I am done with that. David and Amber were each ordered to pay fines as well as compensation for the victims and restitution for the damages caused by their actions. David, having lost his job, his home, his trust, and his wealth, has fallen deeper and deeper into gambling. He's continued to rack up debt, and from what I've heard, he's now completely consumed by it, unable to find a way out of the mess he's created. It's tragic, but I can't help but feel like it's the inevitable result of his actions. He made his own bed, and now he has to lie in it. As for Amber, she was, unsurprisingly, fired from her position at the shop. Like Davis, she's drowning in debt and living a life filled with hardship. I suppose it's what they both deserve for what they've done to others. After all, these were two people who were supposed to be responsible for their actions, yet they chose to take advantage of people and manipulate situations to their benefit. Now they're paying the price for their lack of integrity. Given the circumstances, it's no surprise that Davis and Amber, having been involved with each other during all of this, are not finding any solace in each other's company. They've both betrayed each other, and neither can rely on the other for support. They're now living separate lives, and from what I hear, they harbor resentment toward one another as they struggle to keep afloat in their own personal chaos. It's hard to feel sympathy for them, especially when I think about how they brought this all upon themselves. There's an undeniable sense of satisfaction in seeing them face the consequences of their actions. As for me, I'm doing my best as a single mother. It's been difficult, of course, trying to juggle work and raising my child. But thanks to the support of my parents and close friends, I've managed to balance it all. There are challenges, no doubt, but I find strength in knowing that what I'm doing is right for my child, teaching them values that will help them grow into someone responsible and kind. Looking at Davis and Amber, I can't help but use them as cautionary tale for what can happen when people act recklessly and without regard for others. They've fallen so far, and while they may never understand the impact of their actions, I'm determined to raise my child differently, with love and care, so they never go down the same path. When, just to clarify, the flat tire that was supposedly linked to me, I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I honestly think it was either some prank or simply bad luck, like stepping on a nail. But, as I said, it's really no big deal. If someone wants to blame me for it, I can laugh it off. It's just another small annoyance in life, and I won't let it get to me.